scans actually have revealed that the mere anticipation of a selfish person having to suffer pain as a result of their behavior provokes in us immense pleasure. Hi, welcome peepers. My name is Saprina and I want to talk to you today about our brain and storytelling in relation to punishment. Have you ever been in the situation where you want to start something new? It's something completely unexpected. You feel really excited, but you also feel nervous, scared, maybe even terrified. It's not like somebody's going to kill us or shoot us or do anything to us, right? Yet there is this fear. So where does the fear come from? And the reason we feel this way is because we have, despite all the evolution that has happened around us, to us and our brains, we still have tribal brains. And in our tribal brains, there are two things that we care about more than anything. The first thing is connection with other human beings. We really want to be part of a community, whatever that looks like to you, to me. The second thing is that we really care about our status within that community. We want to be high status. But those two things can be highly compromised whenever we act as individuals and not as a tribe. For 95% of our existence, we've lived in tribes, right? And our tribes have told us what are the codes, what are the ways to evolve within that tribe to gain status, what are the ways to get connection, what are the ways to be, essentially. And our tribe essentially tells us to behave through punishment. Because we crave status and connection so much, our punishment is going to be something that destroys those two desires, that prevents us from having them or ever achieving them. And that's where humiliation comes in. Humiliation, according to Professor Fisher, who studied punishment in our tribal brains, is exactly that. It is unmasking people in front of everyone so that they can never have the ability to even claim status again. And if we go even further, psychologists have revealed that we don't want somebody to only be humiliated in private, in the dignity of their home. We want them to be unmasked in public, in front of everyone. We want them at the stake, burning, while we watch and feel good that they are suffering. This tribal comeuppance is what gives us pleasure. Brain scans actually have revealed that the mere anticipation of a selfish person having to suffer pain as a result of their behavior provokes in us immense pleasure. Cancel culture is a very good example of this. What happened to J.K. Rowling, who for a long time was a champion of so many values, who suddenly from one day to the next became hated, vilified, who was called to be killed by her fans. This is reality. This is what storytelling is all about and can be all about. So if you're telling a story in which you have a character that is struggling with something, but you really want to increase the stakes, think about punishment. Think about what are the consequences that could happen to this character. How are those consequences related to connection and status? And the more you play around with those elements, the more your story will resonate with your reader or your listener, because those are primal things that we care about, and if your character is going through them, we will root for them. So I hope you enjoyed this little tip on how to use our own tribal brains, our own natural fears, and incorporate them into your storytelling to create life-giving, breathing, I was going to say thrusting, but I mean create breathing, living characters that really speak to us and come alive to us. So thanks for joining me. I'm Saprina, and until next time.